What's up? And it's Luis here with Ladies Media. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, probably wondering why I'm doing live, showing climate all under. What's cool about all under is that when I was racing and training in California, it was this thing called a moon ride. And on the moon ride, we usually went past all under early, like this time of the year, we wouldn't go up all under because it's still cold up top and wet and all that stuff. So the rides tend to be pretty fast and aggressive. Rolling hills, a couple little steep pitches, but no real climbs. It's in the moon ride, it's in the Bay Area. Like skyline in that area. What really is the ride out of? Bicycle outfitter. I want to say San Mateo, but not San Mateo. I forget the exact name of the start of the place. But yeah, the new ride was pretty aggressive, quite rolling, quite fast. Very fast actually. It's probably one of the for the terrain, it's aggressively fast. But then quite a few sprint signs that they go for. It's a pretty exciting ride, But so we're doing all the Honda. We used to ride past all the Honda all the time. But then later in the year, that's after spring, like they call it before the ride starts. Some of us going up the Honda if you want to go climb it. If not, do the regular moon ride. So this climb here, I must have done more than 20 times. And the boys don't go up it slow at all. When we did the Honda, boy, when I was in my prime, we were flying up that climb. I mean, nothing like I'm doing right now. So I'm gonna do it twice today. And then like for this one, I want to talk to you. I'm doing it pretty chill. And the next time I won't be recorded or live. But then I'll be, I'm obviously gonna do a better time than this. Because right now I'm just sitting there talking to you. But yeah, today is 82 miles. As you can see, I don't know if you can see it, 37. I thought it was doing a different climb, which was 5 miles long in the climb. But I surprised the ground, which is, 3.7 miles or something like that. So it's not long at all. It's short, it's sharp, it's aggressive, and it has some really fast sections in it. And that's what used to catch guys out when we did it. So you do the hard part and you get shouted the hard part, and then you come to an easy part. After the hard part, you go, yeah, I'm going just as fast as they are. But you have to be able to survive. So as you can see the climb, where it gets red, where the pictures get red, that's where the men get separated from the boys. And you can't have that, then you're in trouble. So it's just nostalgia. It's more than anything. Can't believe. Like, there's a climb that I've done so many times. And that's high from Lena car, hi Lena. Sorry, right? It's really small. My glasses are not great. But yeah, it's cool. You get all the stuff, and it's a climb you like, like by the back of your hand, like the back of your hand, and because you've done so many times. The crazy thing is, when you look at it on the screen, you see this orange, whatever. It looks nice, but the roads going up to the Honda, some of the corners are pretty harsh. Some of the pavement is pretty harsh as well. So, on all accounts, it's not an easy climb. It's it's exciting though. It's definitely exciting. Super fast. Uh, yeah, we used to fly at this thing. Definitely done this in real life in less than 20 minutes. So when I come back down, I'm not quite sure. Because I want to do it again, and I'm not quite sure what type of effort I'm going to do going back up. So when I go back up, it'll give me a pacer, and definitely go faster than the pace. I'm going to go pretty faster than I'm going right now. So yeah, but yeah. So we're getting nasty messages. It says this message is helpful review. How long have we been streaming? Only a few minutes. Just started. So it says 7 minutes. And if you mean, I'm not quite sure. If someone said 10 years. So when you say, how long have you been streaming? Do you mean today? Or when did I first get on YouTube? First got on YouTube in 2007. Yeah, so I didn't stream the whole ride though. It's too boring. I don't think I could talk that much. I don't think much interesting stuff to say. I was gonna say, next week is the opening of the Spring Classics. So we get to see Albanian Gourmet do his first Spring Classic of the season. And why is it? I'm glad it's being helpful review because I didn't even want to read it. Beating Gourmet, we get to see him do his first Spring Classics. So next week, and then Kern versus Kern. So that's going to be pretty exciting, I think. Last time I saw him do Kern, or no, do Omloop, he finished like 50th, and then in Kern versus Kern, he finished the same. So next weekend should be pretty exciting, pretty eventful. Supposed to be cold for Omloop, but dry. And then that's on Saturday, next Saturday. And then on the 1st of March, the Sunday, it's supposed to be cold with some rain. So it's going to be interesting. I'll be back outside and in the lovely cold weather for all of the Benny fans. Trying to get a little sneak peek at Benny, get any information I can. I need to check to see if Emmanuel Gaziglia is going to be there as well as this doesn't seem like Hanuk or Anetniel. That's the own type of race. So these classics, you don't generally see those guys to the classic. We'll see. Right. It looks like I have quite a few viewers that are going. We're down to one viewer now. So I think I'm going to have to sign out. Back up to 4. We're almost at the top of the climb. I can't see. WFC is the new. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. We're doing Ola Honda. This is a climb in California, in the Bay Area. A climb I've done probably 50 times at least, if not more. Very popular climb. Tough climb. It's short, but it's tough. I've been biking since I'm old. I've been cycling since probably. I first started racing probably late 80s, like 87, 88. I started racing or biking probably 10 years before that, BMX. So yeah, I'll be 57 this year. And my goal is to do the second to last stage of the Tour de France, stage 20, which is billed as the hardest stage. So you see the screen's going red. Screen's going red. When it goes red, 11, 10%. So the climb gets tough. And this is exactly how Ola Honda feels. But when you're in great shape and you're doing a climb like this fast, you notice how hard it is. All right. Thanks for the questions. Thanks for tuning in. But you just fly through those sections. And those sections are when you hurt people. Or people that you used to have some epic battles, man. I was so excited going up there. And I was training and racing in California. It got me in some amazing shape. But the bad thing about racing in America is you train on the road. You do all of this road training to do mostly criteriums. I mean, they had road races, but not like they do here. Nowhere near enough road racing in America, especially today. Today, it's pro road racing scene is criterion based, which is, it makes it hard for American kids that get into racing and see all the races in Europe. So, man, I really like to get there. But the preparation, yes, I torture myself. The preparation for Europe and then racing in America, unless you train like they do in Europe, if you train like the rest of the Americans and do other criteriums, you will also only be a criterion-based rider. When it comes to doing races like Russell's, Landers, Ghent, it takes a bit more. You need the miles, you need the pressure, and you don't get that from an hour and a half criterium, because that's what the longest road crit will be, an hour and a half. These guys are racing 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. It's no comparison. So American guys, 2 hours, and that's where their top end sprint is. After 2 hours, it's all downhill. And if they want to see more like American kids, like the Jorgensen, Zach Koos, for these riders, um, it's got to be, it, they have to give them a place where they can hone their craft. If not, they got to do, like I left born and lived in Bermuda. So I knew that if I wanted to race against the top Americans, I have to go and train, race in America. And then I was able to be competitive. But as long as I stayed in Bermuda, I wasn't going to happen. So it's the same with the American racing. The American racing, the racers, the cyclists amongst each other in the US, they're all battling, all good, they're strong, and they're fast. But guess what? When they get to Europe, they get mollywopped. They get mollywopped in a big way. And it's because they don't, they can't adapt to what's going on. And if you even had a couple of riders I know who are really good, once they got over to Europe, all they could think is like, I don't belong, everything's different, I can't speak the language, and stuff like that. I could care less. I was in Spain for 6 months. You think I cared about if I could speak? I just wanted to race. I just wanted the knowledge. I just wanted the strength. You don't go to a place to, like, especially if you're trying to be among the best riders in the world, there is no love. You essentially, I feel like those riders that were complaining about being culturally uh, not accepted, those riders that complained, that wasn't for them. They they were in the wrong place. They really didn't want to be successful. They wanted to be successful on their terms. Well, if you go into a bigger pond and you want things to be successful on your terms, that's what you got to do. You got to go there, get to the standard, kick some patootie, and then you change the game and everyone races on their terms. You like him or not, that's what Lance Armstrong did. He went there, said, this is a big pond, learned how to swim. Once he learned how to swim, he tailored that scene to fit him. Once he got like in the top echelons, and he made everyone dance around him. So you can't go somewhere just because it's cultural differences and then cry and whine. You go and adapt. And here's the thing. So eventually, I would like to help bring kids from different parts of the world to Europe to raise and train. And that's probably going to be the hardest thing for a lot of them. I won't be holding hands, and expectations will be the same for everybody. So it's, if you want to be, what some of them are saying, yeah, I want to be Teddy Berbatcher, or I want to do the Tour de France, or Paris-Roubaix, but do you want to do the work that it takes? So you get everything you need, support. So I won't say to make it easier, to alleviate some of the stress that's involved in like most riders have to worry about. Like I had to worry about. My stress was high. I had nobody in my corner. I had to find my way to races, pay for my equipment, everything. It was not easy. So that part, I want to ease up that part for people. if I can ease up that part, then I can build some successful cycles. But the work is like what I'm doing now. I'm doing the work. I'm doing the work so that when it comes to coaching and training, so that's what I'm actually going through now. So if you're wondering, I'm actually going through the program, understand the ins and outs. I know how to train and whatnot, but now it's not about just knowing how to train. Now it's about being able to apply the training to different riders. So that will be the goal, to help other riders adapt, train, prepare, so that they can strive for their goal and reach their goals. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting. I think I'm going to get there. I don't know how it's going to start, but I know it won't be long. The first thing is to do, I want to take a couple of trips. One's going to be Nigeria, and the biggest bucket list trip is Eritrea. We got to get to Eritrea. We want to go to see Asmara, see the racing in Asmara, see where the kids are starting, see the programs, see how they do things. And in Eritrea, I hear that the landscape is, the place itself is at elevation. The landscape is at elevation in Eritrea. So my thing is, if these guys are living at elevation, racing and training at elevation, that puts them at such a massive advantage. And for some reason I'm thinking Eritrea should be churning out champions left, right, and center. Well, we'll see what we can do about that in the future. So now we're at the top of the Honda, and we took walking 52 minutes. Part of that is because I actually had to stop and go use the bathroom. That was crazy. 3.5 miles distance. So that's a mile and a half shorter than expected. So it gave me a PR of 52 minutes. So I'm gonna go back down. I'm gonna sign out of this, and I won't be coming back. But if you want to check me out on Strava to see how I done, but I'm gonna go back down and go for sub 30 first, then go back down, and then see if I can negative split the sub 30 to 30 minutes. All right, so it's been cool. Appreciate the folks that have tuned in. Hope you hit the like button. Hope you subscribe to the channel. And we're gonna get another big story of Biniam coming out. Another big story about Biniam Gourmet. I know you're gonna love this one. And then also we're gonna start looking at some of the up and coming potential stars out of Eritrea. The crazy thing is this top dog, just like the Honda, it like literally, it goes up and then right at the top, it just, as soon as you go, but at the top it's called Skyline. So you can keep going on it and keep climbing. Well, once you hit the top of the Honda, then Skyline is like an intersection. But either way you go, then it just starts. I think there's a lot more climbing. You think it rolls up and down. It's a long skyline. But anyway, peace out. Appreciate you for tuning in. I hope you hit the like button. I hope you subscribe to the channel. And we will see you on the next video upload. It's going to be a good one.